And now, live in the Madhouse studio, the two guys that have brought Madhouse TV to the nation, Tom Mealy and Tommy Marr.
We are live.
I want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Why is it that, I mean, first of all, I'm not used to sitting on a couch.
Laying on a couch,
I feel like I'm your Ed McMahon.
You want to switch?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, but I noticed that when we came onto the set here, the first thing that you did was plant your tush in that chair.
That's not true.
I didn't even get an opportunity.
And you can ask your wife. I said I would rather sit over there and let you sit here. And I even said to you, I'd rather you sit here because I'm always here, and it would be good for you to sit here. And then I could be close with the boys over there, you know what I mean? But you chose to sit there.
So full of shit.
You're full of shit.
All right, because that's not what happened. First of all, you wouldn't ask Vicky. You should have asked me. You should have.
I did ask you.
I didn't hear you.
We discussed this the whole beginning of the thing.
And where was I?
You were right here. I said, no, you sit there. You said, no, you sit there. And I said, you sit there. And you said,
I don't think that's the way it went down.
It is.
But anyway, you look very nice there. I don't mind being your Ed McMahon.
Hey, something, whatever.
I mean, am I right? Is that okay with you?
You could be my Ed McMahon anytime.
Oh, God, what a week this has been. And
You ain't kidding.
I
It's
think
been
this
crazy.
is the first time I've actually sat on this couch, though.
Could be.
Nice couch.
Could be.
It's very, very comfortable.
I think Ricardo Montalban might dig this, man.
I think
Ferrari
that it's very comfortable. Can you tell me to shut up for a few minutes while we do our monologue, for God's sakes? All right,
You guys
this is
aren't
what
on
happens
yet, you know
when
what I
you
mean?
get
You're
these-
not
when
on
you
yet.
get these big shots
After the
in
commercial.
studio, they want to blab it
They're
out
rock
before we even
stars.
finish. I know. Well, that's what happens. But anyway, let's talk about real quick the week.
Yeah, it is.
Sunday's party. Let's go backwards.
Let's go the other way. Oh, you're going backwards? Okay. Sunday's
I
party
always like going
was
backwards.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I had my show on Monday. That was a good show. And then Sunday was the biggest night in Madhouse history.
Guys, if you didn't get a chance to get onto Madhouse TV, onto the YouTube sheet, tell that guy to stop bothering her inside the control room. If you haven't had a chance to go onto Facebook, we just uploaded a video that was shot that night of some of the events. Unfortunately, we couldn't get all the events going, so because it was just too much and it would have taken too long. But we had Mickey B out here singing.
It was an incredible, incredible day.
We had Jim
And
out
night.
here. Jim.
Who
we
wasn't here?
had
Parita, Amber
singing.
Ferrari.
Amber really didn't sing that
Well, she
much.
did that Ava Maria, she did.
At the end, yeah, she
that
did
was
Ave
pretty
Maria.
outrageous. A cappella, too.
We had, who else did we have that got up there? We had Janet get up.
Janet.
And I
And
want
Dennis.
Dennis. Who?
Dennis.
Oh, Reverend Dennis.
Reverend Dennis.
He almost married somebody that night. Did you know it?
Him personally.
Well, he's not. He's married. No, he's not him. But
You
he
mean
almost married.
Ceremony.
Yeah, there was this kid Matthew and his girlfriend. Matthew used to date my daughter, by the way.
No. That's the
And
computer
and he met this girl, really nice girl, and I said to him, I said, listen, he was going to marry him. In fact, speaking of marrying him, I am very seriously contemplating.
kid. Getting married?
No, hell no. I'm very serious I will never do it again. Very serious.
That's what Vicky said.
Very seriously contemplating becoming a minister.
Hey, no tax.
That's exactly right.
No tax.
Do you realize
I know so many
that
of
if
them.
I go online right now and I become a minister,
$50, I
you call
think.
me Father Tom. All right? If I become a minister, that you do not have to pay school tax?
Believe me, I was in the construction business my whole year. You know how many reverends were in the construction business?
This is true.
It's
You know, my taxes
unbelievable.
in my house right now are about $16,000 a year. We both have the STAR program, so it drops it down to about 14 or 13,
Yeah, I'm at
somewhere
12.
in there. You're at 12,000. So if I became a minister, would you call me Father Tom?
What would be Father Tom and Tommy? Father
No, no,
Tommy,
but
too,
that's
because
not
you
what-
get in, I'm going in, too.
It does-
Reverend. Reverend.
to the Reverend show. But I'm seriously looking into, because you can get ordained online.
I actually thought they straightened that out because, I don't want to say who or where, but there was a time in my life where everybody in the construction business was doing it.
They were all becoming ministers.
They were making a lot of money.
Meanwhile, they were at the fence where the ladies
No,
of
they
the
were in a
evening
gin
were
mill.
on the other side.
They were in a gin mill. That's where they were. But they had, you took a thing for $50 or something, and you became.
My
a
mother
reverend.
would have a heart attack, and she's watching the show
I talked to
tonight.
your mother today.
I don't know how she's doing.
She's doing good.
Good.
She said, it's 80 degrees down here. How is it up there? Ha, ha, ha. That's what she
You
said.
talk to her more than
And
I
she
do.
said, but
But-
I was surprised. She said she didn't like Florida, never did, been there for
No, she doesn't like Florida.
But
Anyway,
anyway.
we had a great party. Ronald
Amazing.
McDonald House.
Yeah, Saturday we did a telethon for the Ronald McDonald House over in New Hyde Park. Put it out to the world. It was amazing. Another
Yeah, it was,
unbelievable group of entertainers that came.
We raised a lot of money too. I think at the Ronald McDonald House one, I don't know what the final count was, but I know that we raised a substantial amount of money, and we had some great entertainers.
It
And
was
there's
great.
where Amber really let loose.
Yeah.
And you know, she's a lot better than, I got to be honest with you, than what I hear on stage sometimes.
I told you. Well,
You know-
she's a trained singer, so there's two sides
She's
of
a
her.
trained singer.
Trained.
Oh, trained.
So there's two sides of her. She can do opera.
She's not a
She
trained
can
singer.
do pop. She can do rock. She
Yeah.
does the blues. You know,
She's very
she
good,
can
very
do-
good. And I'm saying that because I hope she brings our computer back in one piece. But anyway, listen, tonight we got a wild show tonight. We have these gentlemen coming on. You talking to me? You talking to them?
I don't know, something's going on.
Well, what do you care?
Because I don't think my mic is working. Is my mic not working? Come on, Ed, give me
I don't know. But anyway, talk to me. Is his light on?
my light's on.
Okay. Talk to me about this group. Now I know that Vicky found them on
Vic,
the
well,
internet.
actually, Vicky found them. I just met them. I don't know them personally, but they just handed me a set list, and every song they do, my band does, and so it's like, God, that's my set list
No,
right
but
there.
we heard them in rehearsal, and they sounded great.
Spoonful-O-Blues.
Is that right?
That's it.
And we're going to bring them on. Anything else? Because I want to go to commercial. I want to get to them right away. 'cause I
You're
wanna
done with
hear
the
them play.
Ronald McDonald House?
I don't know what else to say. What do you want me to say? It was a
All
great
right.
thing.
It was a
Vicky
beautiful
was
day.
there as usual. Gail King. I mean, what can I? Oh, Vios was here last
Yes, that
night,
was
interviewing Gail King, and interviewed us, which will be on
January.
What's it called? Puff Talk, Puff Daddy. What? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to remember the proclamation.
Oh, the proclamation.
But let's talk about Gail for real quick. Gail King was interviewed by, and what's the name of the show it's going to be on?
I have no idea.
Puff Talk or
You have
something?
files. I don't
Yeah,
have.
but I don't watch it. I'm here. What's it
That's
called?
true.
Is it called Puff
I have
Talk?
no idea. Vicky would know. I don't
But Push Talk, Push Puff. Something like I don't know what I don't know what it's called. Push something.
Push Puff.
Push Talk, or Push Puff.
That sounds
But listen,
like a
it's on
Saturday
around
morning
10
show.
o'clock at night. Go look for it. Gail King is going to be interviewed on. If you don't know Gail King, then you're in a shell, all right, because she's one of the biggest individuals with charities and breast cancer awareness out on Long Island. And, you know, she's just, between her and Shelley, they do whatever it takes to get the message across, not only for women who are involved with breast cancer, but also kids that are involved with different charities. We were lucky enough to have the Kids That Rock. Kids That
Yeah,
Talk,
Kids That Rock.
What's the name of it? Stock the House. Thank God. Stock the House was there also, and they were here last night.
And Katie Zimmer.
Katie, you know what? I got to tell you, the girl blows my mind
Yeah.
every time I hear this girl sing. Did you know that she has a rare
Yes.
lung disease?
Yeah, she
That her
had a-
lungs can literally collapse at any time?
She's
Did
had
you
a
know
tough
that?
road. Yes, I did. She told me the whole story, and her father told me.
And do you hear what comes out of her?
Very good, very good.
So anyway, proclamation.
Proclamation.
You want to tell them about it?
We got a proclamation from the.
From the who? Let's see if you get
From the
this
who?
right.
Wow,
From
they were
who?
here
Where'd you
again?
get the proclamation from? Does anybody know what a proclamation is? Yeah, we can see everybody raising their hand out there.
Not the doctor.
Do you know what a proclamation is? You know what it actually is?
Yes, it's a aware.
Oh,
You're,
I'm
you're
dying
being
to hear this.
you're being what's the, honored
don't
by the
tell
by
him.
the by the by all the people of Suffolk County.
It is the legislature I had a drink before I start. The legislature nominates you, and it's a matter of public record
Right.
that Madhouse TV has done outstanding things in the community, continues to strive for a better community, and then you're actually honored by the people of the 4 point something million people in
I think it was
in
six
Suf-
something. 6 million, 6 million.
I think it was 4 million. Oh, it was 1 million.
No, Suffolk County?
1.5 million Suffolk County residents. See, you always exaggerate, you know?
I
don't
thought he
get
said
this.
6 point.
But
I
anyway,
watched it today,
6,
and I
2,
thought
1,
that's
it
what he
doesn't
said.
matter. We were given this proclamation by legislator Stephen Stern. This is actually his district, and we're very proud of it. We're going to have it framed. We also took a picture and put it up on Facebook. But our first proclamation, and I think that if I'm not correct, because I was looking it up online, not only did we get our first proclamation, but I believe that we're the first in Suffolk County history, I got to double check this, to get one from a government body in the short period of time that we've been in business. So,
I could believe that.
So, I mean, theoretically, if you look at the lifespan of Madhouse TV, even though, yes, we were doing this for quite some time, Madhouse TV, the corporation, has been a corporation for a little over a year now. And to have a proclamation given to a company in that short period of time, I believe that is the first of its kind. So
Well, we have
real
reached
happy
out
about
to
that.
a lot of people and helped a lot of people, and like he said, and we still take care of the people in Suffolk County.
Without a doubt. So, be that as it may, I really want to get to this band because I was listening to rehearsal.
Get some rock and roll.
They're-
All right,
they're-
let's
they're
go to
really
a
good.
commercial. We're going to come back with Spoonful-O-Blues. We'll be right back. Get yourself. No, I want to say that. Relax, and we'll be back in a moment.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! Thank you.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Okay, we're back here with these guys.
And here we go.
What am I? I don't have. What are you? Are you doing this deliberately, right? Okay. How am I supposed to read this? I don't have my glasses on.
It's written in Chinese. Can't you understand it?
All right. We have next to me. We have Bruce,
That's me.
Austin,
That's me. That's me twice.
bass vocal.
That's me.
So let me start this again. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce next to me in the purple, we have Bruce Austin. He is the bass and vocal player for, what's the name of the band?
Spoonful-O-Blues.
Spoonful-O-Blues. I like that name. Spoonful-O-Blues.
Hey, if you get mad
All
at
right,
us,
and
call
then
it
next to
Spoonful-O-Blues.
Bruce, we have Dan.
That would be Mike. Don't confuse me with this guy.
I'm Mike.
Okay.
He's already
And
confused,
next
no.
to Bruce, we have Mike Robinson,
Yes.
drums. I heard you wailing on those drums. That was amazing. That's
Thank
a
you.
really neat set, too. I like the way that is. You know, I don't get to see drums that often, but
Thank
I like it. You know, I'll tell you a story about me with music later on.
Okay.
And then guitar player, we have Dan, and I'm not even going to try,
My last name is Ratchford.
Ratchford.
Yes,
All right, well, that's easy enough. We have Dan Ratchford, and you're a guitar player.
yes,
And you guys are Spoonful-O-Blues.
yes, sir.
How did you get that name?
It was much under duress too, because we struck. You know, we
Actually, I'm the guilty party for that one.
I mean, were you hanging around a table or something?
Here's the
and-
thing: we came. I wanted Alleyway Preacher. He said, you know, honestly, he said, I got this thing. You know, I think it's cool. Let's go with this. And to me, I don't really care what the name is, as long as the music's good. You know, I mean,
But understand something. Wait a minute a
It
second.
started 6 years ago.
Hollywood Preacher.
Alleyway.
That sucked.
Yeah, I'm sure you could come up with something better. I'm sure.
But no, I really like this Spoonful-O-Blues. What do you think? I like it. You know, because their music.
Actually, it's O-Blues, not O-Blues.
I always get
There's a
crunched
band
somewhere
that's
along the
leading
line,
called
right?
Spoonful
I think
of
right
Blues.
away,
We're
t-shirts,
Spoonful-O-Blues.
No, we
I
actually,
have all of it.
It's like my girlfriend is the manager, kind of like of the band, and she's already got the keychains going, and we got a launch party going on, and
Your girlfriend has keychains? I mean,
Yes.
paraphernalia? You know,
yes,
for
absolutely.
Spoonful O-Blues.
Yes,
O-Blues, I got that right?
O-Blues.
O-Blues.
Oh, blues.
Do you have a
Spoonful-O-Blues.
keychain
The
for
F is
us?
silent.
We don't have it right now, but I'll tell you what.
The
The thing is,
Not in my house.
but the thing is, like, you know, we get the launch party coming up at Farrell's in West Islip on the 25th. If you guys would like to come down, we'd love to have
Do
you.
we have to pay to get in?
We're also
just
in
put-
Jersey
just
at
come.
Rattlesnake
You would
Cafe.
You would be in Jersey, and
Do you hear me? Nothing?
It's the story of my life. It's always a technical difficulty. Have we gone to
Testing
commercial?
1, 2. Well, I can hear me and you, so that's all that really matters right now. Okay, so Spoonful O-Blues
O-Blues.
instead of Spoonful of Blues.
Right.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Started it.
So you're going to be playing in West Islip?
yes.
That's where we live. We live in West Islip.
And Farrell's is a great place.
Where is Farrell's? That's on
Off Higby
Udall and
Udall, right?
Well,
Udall and Higby.
Higby. Yeah, where they run together. Used to be Mustang Sally's years ago.
Oh, I know where you. I know where you.
It's a great room and great
Now, when are
food.
you playing there?
Great people. We're
The
gonna be there on-
25th of January.
I thought it was the 11th.
No, it's 25th
Ah,
January.
11th is
I'm
Jersey.
under a
The
rock.
25th of January.
Yes, sir.
Could you possibly give us a call and remind us that
Absolutely.
you're there? I'd love to stop
well,
down
I
there.
think we're friends on Facebook too. We could always send you an email and always drop.
You're
you something.
probably friends with my wife because I don't really have my own Facebook page.
Yeah.
So I mainly deal with the Madhouse TV Facebook page. And I don't really look at it because it's one of these, you know what, I'm still trying to understand this Facebook thing. So every time I screw
Makes
up,
two of
because
us.
I wind up liking somebody, and then that night, my wife doesn't cook me dinner. She says, why'd you like that girl?
Oh, I get that too.
So,
Who's this
so I'm-
girl that hits you on Facebook?
Yeah, so I
What
don't
are you
even know
wearing,
these
khakis?
people.
That's the reason I became a musician. Just
You know
to
what's
piss my
the
wife
story
off.
with that? So how long you guys been together?
Good 6 months.
6 months.
No, seriously.
The band has been together, Spoonful-O-Blues as an entity has been around for 6 years. What had happened was some of the members moved on to other projects. A mutual friend of mine and Danny, this gentleman, Anthony Piaro, he plays in a band called Yankee Rebel, gave me a call and said, hey, I heard you're looking for some people. Remember Dan from the club who used to play with me? I says, yeah. He says, well, he was with the Good Rats, and Pepe, unfortunately, had passed away. And he was,
That's where you look familiar.
Yeah, I played with them for
knew
6
you
years.
looked familiar.
well, that's where you get the rat, in Ratsford.
That's so funny because I remember when I auditioned for the Good Wrath. Pepe's like, I like your last name. So it was a
That's
good.
yeah. I think we may
You
have
just
seen.
saw
it.
them not long before he passed away.
Well, we had gone down to.
You went
see-
with Savannah.
Oh, what?
Valley.
Yep.
But did you play down in the? I know that Pepe. I used to see him a lot down at the where the water is down
Oh,
there.
down in Freeport and
in
stuff?
Freeport, yes.
Yeah, it's so funny because when I first started playing with them, we did a slew of gigs there.
That's where I saw you.
And, I was probably a lot heavier and I had more hair,
Yes, absolutely.
And basically, I played with them for like 6 years. Pep passed on, and at that point, I just wanted to do my own thing, and that was it.
Did you play with him right up to when he passed?
Yes.
So then you saw him when you went that night.
Yeah.
Were you with
Where-
him
what
at?
place was
It was on Udo Road.
Yeah.
Barrels.
Yep. That's
And
where
his
that was
son
me.
was playing, and then he sat down and played a couple of things. It was right after his heart surgery.
Yep.
You were there.
Mm-hmm.
Were you there?
No.
It might was
We
it
were
was
supposed to
if,
go.
if,
You went
if
with
you
me.
guys
surgeon.
It's funny because the funny thing is like with Pepe and stuff. We did a lot of gigs there. And we also did a benefit there, and Gene had come down, which was the guy I replaced. Gene has also since moved on to 2U, the U2 tribute, and Good Rats are still doing shows with Stefan at the helm, and those guys are going out, say support them, go out and have a good time with those guys too. But it was a great experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Pepe was an arduous taskmaster. He made me such a better guitar player, a better musician, and really schooled me in the game.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah,
there's so many.
singer.
Tommy and I were talking not too long ago that there is so much talent here on Long Island. It's amazing.
Yeah.
People that you never heard of now. I mean, and now you guys are together, and I'm sure you guys are going to be going far. This style of music that you play.
It's
how would
weird
you
because
describe it?
the name kind of coins us into the blues thing, but a lot of times when we do material, we kind of put our own little spin to things. Because I don't want to go out and be the tribute band. I don't want to go out and be the typical cover band. I want to go out and leave an impression like, wow, these guys put their own ass into the music. And that's to me like these two guys, you couldn't ask for a better rhythm section. And vocally, Bruce is on point, and we're doing our thing. And I just want to go out there and just go out, and I don't care if I'm making 25 cents when I'm playing. I want to go out and sweat and just blow people's minds every time that we hit the stage.
Well, see, I feel the same way as you do. I believe that if you're going to do covers,
got to put your spin.
but stay true to the nucleus
Absolutely.
of the song.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But leave it, but come back to it.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking at your set list, and people wouldn't say this is a blues band.
It's
No,
This is a
Spoonful
rock
of
band.
Blues. That's what it is.
I mean, it's all blues.
We're not the whole cup.
but,
We're just a spoonful.
You got a lot of Cream in here. You got ZZ Top in here. You
Yeah.
got Cocker in here. You got
It
Allman
shows
Brothers
all
in
of our
here.
influences because the three of us have such diverse influences. Like I do progressive, Danny does metal,
that's
and
a
Danny
great
can play
mix.
anything, and Bruce plays
the blues
he's
guy.
a blues
Have
guy.
you ever thought about bringing any horns in?
They're not a rock band.
I argue with him all the time about a keyboard player. Just trying to like squeeze a penny
Well,
out of
you
him.
know what it
yes,
is?
horns,
I like
no.
three guys. It's less people to argue with.
And he likes
You know,
three
and
musicians too.
And it's not that we play
I like
particularly
trios.
just for the money thing, but a lot of the bars, as everybody knows on Long Island, it isn't what it was years ago. Years ago, when you used to play the OBIs or all these places that were around, the thought was they better stay until at least the middle of the second set. Now it's how many people are you bringing?
That's
Well,
what it
don't you care the quality of the music? If that's the case, get a stripper. You'll have a bar full of people. But the point is that music on Long Island, the bars should look at it as art. They're having
Well,
art.
the worst
in there.
part about the bars is, you're right, and because I've been doing it a long time, and the same thing. It's always how many people are you going to. But what's your part in this? They don't do the advertising. They don't do anything. Most of them don't.
I do all the
Which, in other words, they
promotion in
just
the
want the
band.
money.
I'm the guy that does the artwork. I do the shirts.
I do.
I'm
Ask you
out
a
there.
question. Who got the keychains?
Who got the keychains? Actually, the girl that we should mention, her name is Karen Atkins. It's his girlfriend. She is a very businesslike and very driven kind of woman. So she kind of saw the things that I was doing and said, hey, do this, try that. And I did, and I'm kind of artistically inclined, so I would constantly send her over the internet, drawings and ideas, and she says, well, we're going to give out these chocolate bars at the gig in New Jersey. Can you make me labels? So I made these little labels with our picture, and I put Spoonful-O-Blues, Candy That Rocks, and she got such a kick out of it. She started calling me on the phone and laughing. She says, that label is outrageous. I love it. I says, well, you know what? If you're going to give something away, they'll look at it, they'll chuckle, it don't even need a number. They'll remember, and then their curiosity will cause them to want to find the band. And all you got to do in this day and age, since we're in the information age, is you go online, you Google up the name Spoonful-O-Blues, and I'm sure you will, just as you Googled up the name. And you saw past members because there weren't, there were old websites that weren't updated. You just put that name in and bang, zoom, boom.
I always said that anytime you're trying to advertising, everything is in the message.
Oh, of course.
And that's why a name it's so important, especially if you get to the T-shirt, part and all that. It's very important. It's very important.
Well,
and now obviously, they must have the shirts in the car, right, Tom?
Well, you know what? So
No, unfortunately,
I think they're
we
waiting to
don't.
see how the
Yeah, it's
You
so
want to
handy.
advertise, give them to the guys that are on
Well,
TV
what
all
wound
week.
up happening was we wound up handing out a batch of them, and what it is I'm the guy printing them up, and I just got this press. It makes one at a time. So I take my sons, and one guy with clean hands puts them on. I bring the press down.
It's like Lucille Ball on the assembly line.
Exactly. And you buy the shirts real cheap. You get it for like $1.90 or $2. So now you can throw them out.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting
Well, if
there
you
trying to
press them
charge for
yourself.
them, say, hey, you know what? They're $2 a shirt. I can give everybody in the bar, a shirt.
I'll
or
walk
whatever.
out of here minus $40.
Well,
Always
hey,
the
you
way,
know what
though.
it is? You got to spend money to make
Hey,
it.
as long as
That's-
you're having
that's the
fun,
bottom
that's all
line.
that matters.
This is
As long
true.
as you,
This is
Uh,
definitely
I
true.
mean, saturation is the way to go. I think nobody more than yourself would know that. If you
Why am I
hit all
saying
the
I'm saturated?
yes, you are. Well, you don't look polyunsaturated, but
What does that mean, polyunsaturated?
like margarine.
How are you asking me?
I look like margarine? No, saturation is I guess good.
You can never saturate enough.
I saturate.
Well, it depends on what you saturate.
This is
to.
this
Well,
is
I
what
mean,
we
look,
do.
the oldest thing, you can never get your name out there enough. I mean, because, even though people are sickened by it, they know it.
They're not sickened to buy it.
You, talking about a band.
But here's the funny thing
Well-
about here's the funny thing about bands. And again, talking about not wanting to be like all these other bands, like oh, let's do Brown Eyed Girl and let's get everybody. That's all wonderful and all, but you know what?
If
I
you're
can
not
remember when
having
I
fun.
was a kid going to Sundance and being totally amazed by musicianship,
Right.
not by some idiot that's going to sit there and play James Lade.
Right.
You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
I agree with you. But you know what? The saddest part is that's the band's making the
I
money because
know.
they got all the soccer
I know.
moms in there, and that's what's the
Yeah.
dinner crowd. And for the bars, it's great. For the musicians,
Yeah.
I personally don't want to do songs that I don't want to do. I
I
don't,
understand.
and I
Well,
won't.
that's why the
Do you guys
internet's
have
so
any
good, though.
originals?
The
The
internet,
last
net
song
has
in
a
the set's
website.
going to be one that Dan put together, and I guess that's the beginning of
Yeah.
our, thing with the originals, and that's basically the direction that really we want to go in is original music. But it's like anything. If you get a good crowd of people
for
and you
Long
start
Island.
putting
It's very
your thing
for
in
Long
there
Island.
little by little, they'll kind of accept the transition.
Yeah, you got to drip them in little by little, and
Well,
and
if
build
they
the
like
crowd.
what you play, they're going to like everything. You know what I mean? As long as musically you're valid.
But on Long Island, if you go in and do all original music, you're gonna have crickets.
That's
I-
basically
I-
it.
I
Or
hate
you're
to
going
say
to
it.
play
Right.
with 6 other bands.
But unless you're a known group, and you
Yeah.
have to get known by playing covers and throwing them in, and then, hey, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. And then you build your own repertoire up, and then you got a couple sets in there. That's a different ballgame.
But
But it's
you
hard
know,
to get to that
but
point.
What I was saying before, the internet has changed that. You really don't need the bar, and that's maybe why you don't have so many bars catering to bands. The internet has really provided you an access to put your message out there for.
Yeah, but it's so over. You talk about saturation.
Yeah.
But you know what it is?
Zillions of
Yeah,
YouTube.
exactly.
I mean, you could
That's
sit
to me
there
is-
for the rest of 10 lives and not go
Oh,
through
sure.
a 10th.
Yeah,
of
I hear
them.
15 versions of one song
Yeah.
from 3
But
million
you know what's
different
cool
bands.
about that, though? That you could see some kid in India or something that plays like,
Amazing.
Bonamassa
Yeah.
that you would have never, ever saw
Oh, absolutely.
in your
I
life.
agree.
That's why it's a good thing.
I still think that with bands on Long Island, and I may be wrong because Lord knows I'm far from an expert on music, but I still think that isn't image which
Well, I'm hoping they look past us because
No,
you
no,
know,
no, I'm
we're
serious.
not the
No, no,
best
no,
looking
no,
dudes
yeah.
in the
Listen,
world.
let's face it, Kiss came out, Kiss had this weird image. The Beatles came out, they had a weird image. It seems like every band that has an image behind the music becomes successful. Is that true or false?
It is true because you know what? An image is like a product. You put it out there, that's what catches the eye immediately.
Right.
Right? And then if you have some sugar pop Latin bullshit music behind it, that's a catchy little hook.
Well, a perfect
That
example.
works.
A perfect example, and I'm sure that whoever is in charge of this girl definitely is smart.
What girl?
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, absolutely.
She was done, finished, buried until she took her clothes off, and now she's massively
Yeah, because
big.
she's a pig. Drama
I agree.
drama
But
causes
she's
interest,
a rich
though.
pig.
It really does.
She's
I don't know.
gonna have
I'd
to
rather
take your
look at
clothes
Christina.
off.
Barbara
Ash.
Walters.
clothes off.
Barbara
Right.
Walters
She's
has
got a
her on
nice-
tonight as one of the most interesting people of 2013. Barbara Walters, her last show, and that's who's on it. So
Miley.
you get on a ball and
I
you
see.
swing around nude, and
I
you're.
guess you're right. Hey, listen, guys.
We wanna hear
What
the
camera
play.
am I on? I don't even know where I am anymore, too. All right, we're here with Spoonful-O-Sugar.
Oh, blues.
What did I say?
Blues.
What a spoonful of sugar. I'm thinking of.
Hey,
I'm thinking
we're
of.
definitely a song
I'm
band.
thinking of. I'm thinking of.
Sugar,
What's the name of that
it's
movie? What's the name of the movie? Over the Hills, Across the Rainbow. What's the name of it, Vicky?
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
Oh, there we go.
Spoonful of sugar.
Judy Garland references.
Spoonful of
And they
blues.
will be
I think that
performing
was
a few
Mary
songs on that
Poppins.
show
Yeah,
tonight.
and definitely this guy is not Mary Poppins. We'll be right back after this commercial message. Don't go anywhere.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don't wake up in a roadside ditch. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When you pay too much for cable, you throw things. When you throw things, people think you have anger issues. When people think you have anger issues, your schedule clears up. When your schedule clears up, you grow a scraggly beard. When you grow a scraggly beard, you start taking in stray animals. And when you start taking in stray animals, you can't stop taking in stray animals. Stop taking in stray animals. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
this is my first time up here at the mic. I've never done this before, so usually I'm sitting there in the control room, but it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you tonight here in Madhouse Studios, Spoonful-O-Blues. Kick it, guys!
Hey,
Delayed
thanks.
reaction there?
I think my mic is Viagra.
Oh, God. What, no Cialis? Like to continue our journey. Another little ditty by, I guess you'd call it Clapton. Little thing called White Room.
Goodbye window. in the boxes. Clowns have all gone to bed. You can hear happiness standing on Down Street. Footprints dressed in red. And the wind, you know, it whispers, Mary. It's dreamily, you know, it's sweeping on the broken pieces of yesterday's life. Somewhere a queen, you know, she's weeping. Somewhere a king has no wife. And the wind, you know, it's screaming. Traffic light burns are blue tomorrow and shines all that emptiness on my head. Tiny islands are singing on Down Street because the life is there. You know it's there. And the wind is crying and every with the wind, you know it will remember all them names that blown in the past. You know when it's crushed, old age and wisdom, it's the zone, this will be the last. And the wind, it cries. Thank you. I'd like to say, Mom, wherever you are, I love you. I promise I'd say Mama Roots out there in TV land. We all must remember our mothers. You guys ready? All right, ready. Get up in the morning and a light hurts your head. First thing you do when you get up out of bed, get yourself a running, don't feed the masses. Get yourself shade and cheap sunglasses. Oh yeah. Cheap sunglasses. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me, boy. Go out and get yourself some big black frame. Damn, so dog won't even know your name. Come to you, come in the glasses. Ain't got you out with the cheap sunglasses.
All right, we're going to close out the night. We want to thank everybody from Madhouse TV for having us tonight. Really, really appreciate it for your hospitality.
Thank you, everybody. We love you. We had a great time.
I think we made some friends here.
Ah, yes.
This is a song called Shine On.
This is something Danny wrote.
Yeah!
Thank you very much. We love you.
Woo. Well, I tell you, that was great. Listen, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out, everybody for watching tonight. Spoonful of Blues. I'm Tom Neely. Listen, by the way, next week, Christmas week, starting Monday. Now, I know Monday we have a new show coming out called Early. What is it, Vic? Oh, Orly. I always get that wrong, but that's all right. You're going to get used to it. But Monday night, there is no show. There is no Maverick Soul Hour Monday night. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, we are going to be running reruns. So if you could please, those of you who watch on a regular basis and you have a favorite show, post it on Facebook on which show you would like to see, and we'll make sure that that rerun gets done Christmas week. And then we will return the following Saturday with Evan Ginsberg following Christmas. And for all of you, in case I don't talk to you, have a Merry Christmas. I'm Tom Mealy. This is Madhouse TV. And this is Spoonful of Blues. Spoon-O-Blues. No. Spoonful. So you got it. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.